Imagine your body's immune system as a highly trained army, constantly on patrol, ready to strike down invaders like viruses, bacteria, and even rogue cancer cells. But cancer is a cunning enemy. It hides, tricks, and exhausts this army, often leaving immune cells too weak or confused to fight back. Now, scientists have discovered a way to give these soldiers a powerful upgrade, not by adding more troops, but by rewiring their internal engines so they fight longer, harder, and smarter. The secret lies not in weapons or armor, but in how these cells power themselves. At the heart of this breakthrough is a tiny protein called ANT2, a quiet but crucial player inside the energy centers of immune cells. Think of ANT2 as a gatekeeper in the cell's power plant, the mitochondria, controlling the flow of fuel that keeps everything running. For years, researchers assumed this gatekeeper was just part of the background machinery. But when scientists blocked its function, something remarkable happened. The immune cells didn't collapse, they transformed. Without ANT2, T cells, the elite soldiers of the immune system, were forced to rethink how they generate energy. Instead of relying on their usual, somewhat sluggish metabolic routine, they switched to a more dynamic, efficient mode of operation. This wasn't just a minor tweak, it was a full system reboot. These reprogrammed T cells became faster to respond, more persistent in hostile environments, and far more effective at tracking down and destroying tumors. In lab tests, they didn't just survive longer, they thrived, even in conditions that normally shut down immune activity. What makes this discovery so revolutionary is that it flips the script on how we approach cancer treatment. Most modern immunotherapies focus on helping the immune system recognize cancer, like giving soldiers a better map or clearer target. But this new strategy goes deeper. It's about upgrading the soldiers themselves, making them inherently stronger by altering their very biology. It's not just about aiming better, it's about having more stamina, sharper reflexes, and greater resilience. This shift in thinking stems from a growing understanding that immunity and metabolism are not separate systems, they are deeply intertwined. Every immune response, from fighting a cold to attacking a tumor, requires massive amounts of energy. How a cell chooses to produce that energy, whether through quick bursts of sugar burning or slower, more sustainable fat burning, shapes its behavior, lifespan, and effectiveness. Cancer cells, for their part, are masters of metabolic manipulation. They create nutrient-starved, acidic environments that drain immune cells of energy and will to fight. By reprogramming T-cell metabolism, scientists are essentially giving these cells a new survival toolkit, one that lets them endure and dominate even in the harshest tumor landscapes. The real excitement comes from the fact that this metabolic switch can be flipped not just in the lab with genetic tools, but potentially with drugs. That means this isn't just a theoretical advance, it could become a real treatment. Imagine a future where a patient receives an infusion of their own immune cells, briefly treated with a compound that blocks ANT2, then reinfused to hunt down cancer with renewed vigor. Or even better, a simple pill or injection that boosts the body's existing T cells without needing complex cell engineering. Such an approach could make powerful immunotherapy accessible to far more people, without the high costs and technical hurdles of current personalized cell therapies. This discovery also opens the door to combining metabolic reprogramming with other cutting-edge treatments. For instance, checkpoint inhibitors, drugs that remove the brakes on immune cells, have helped many patients, but they don't work for everyone. One reason is that exhausted T cells often lack the energy to respond, even when the brakes are off. But if those same cells are metabolically supercharged, they might finally have the fuel to launch a full-scale attack. Similarly, in CAR T-cell therapy, where patients' T cells are genetically engineered to target cancer, adding a metabolic boost could make the engineered cells last longer and penetrate deeper into tumors. Beyond cancer, this insight could reshape how we treat other diseases. In chronic infections like HIV or hepatitis, T cells often become exhausted, losing their ability to function over time. Metabolic reprogramming might revive them. On the flip side, in autoimmune diseases, where the immune system attacks the body's own tissues, dampening certain metabolic pathways could calm overactive immune responses. The implications ripple far beyond oncology. Of course, turning this discovery into real-world medicine will take time. Scientists must ensure that blocking ANT2 doesn't harm other organs, since this protein exists in many cell types. The brain, heart, and muscles all rely heavily on mitochondrial function, so any drug would need to be carefully targeted, perhaps delivered only to immune cells or activated specifically within tumors. Researchers will also need to understand exactly how the metabolic shift works at the molecular level. Is it increased production of certain energy molecules? A change in how cells handle stress? Or a shift in the balance between growth and longevity? Yet even with these challenges, the path forward is clearer than ever. This work proves that immune cells are not fixed in their capabilities. They are adaptable, responsive, and can be optimized through their metabolism. It's a reminder that sometimes the most powerful upgrades aren't external, but internal. We don't always need to add more soldiers. Sometimes, we just need to help the ones we have run on a better fuel. In a world where cancer treatment often means harsh chemotherapy, radiation, or complex biotech therapies, the idea of simply tuning up the body's own defenses feels almost elegant. It's a return to a more natural form of healing, one that works with the body's innate intelligence rather than overwhelming it with external force. And while this approach won't be a magic bullet for every cancer, it represents a profound shift in perspective, that the key to defeating disease may lie not in attacking it harder, but in empowering our own biology to rise to the challenge. As research continues, the line between immunology and metabolism will keep blurring, revealing new layers of complexity and new opportunities for intervention. What started as a quiet observation about a single protein has opened a window into a deeper truth, that energy is not just about survival, but about strategy, resilience, and purpose. And in the war against cancer, giving our immune cells the right kind of energy might just be the edge they need to win. If this discovery blew your mind, you're not alone. Rewiring the body's own immune system to fight cancer more effectively isn't just science fiction, it's happening right now in labs around the world. This could be the beginning of a whole new era in medicine, where treatments don't just attack disease, but empower our natural defenses to do what they were designed to do: protect us. If you found this fascinating, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the future of science and health, and drop a comment below. What part of this breakthrough surprised you the most? Don't forget to share this with someone who believes in the power of human ingenuity. Because sometimes, the most powerful weapon against disease isn't a drug, it's the body itself, finally given the fuel it needs to win.